Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nexus, where we spotlight some of our favorite local businesses. Last week, I think you enjoyed hearing from Taylor, Emma, and Megan. They were out at the National High School rodeos at the Lancaster Event Center. We really enjoyed being out there. They were great hosts. It was an amazing event that kind of went off seamlessly in my mind. It was really cool. Hopefully you guys got out to the rodeo and checked it out. I went a couple nights and really enjoyed it myself. We quickly want to mention some of our current Tap On It offers for those of you that are in Lincoln or around here. There are some tickets available. You can get free parking with Lancaster County Event Center if you are interested in going out to some of their events this year. We've got Smashing It 402. That's really fun. You go break glass. So I'm planning on going out and taking advantage of that one. So there's Ginger and Stir 22. We also have Rockin' Joe's and Patty's Pub. So if you guys are looking to go out to eat, I think you should take advantage of the Tap On It offers that we've got out there right now. But needless to say, I really want to get going on this today because we've got 3 awesome guests here. I know that you're going to love this. They're so fun, all of them. And I can't wait for you to get to know them and what they're doing. We've got Tamera here, and we've got Karalyn Hofer and Kalyssa Duncan right here. So I'm going to give them a chance to tell you about like who they are and kind of what they've done before, but they have just launched Integrity Group Lincoln, and it's powered by Keller Williams KW Elite. So I'm really excited to have you guys here and kind of launch and tell everyone about what you're doing. So Tamera, I'll let you go first.
Great. Thanks, Renee. I love your introduction.
Yeah. Well, you're one of my favorite people. Like, you're always so bubbly and happy. And we were just talking about how we met at Growing with Purpose. Yep. And it's just a great women's group with like-minded women that are all about growth and awesome mindsets, and you're like the epitome of growing with purpose. So everybody get excited. Now you have a lot to live up to.
It's fun to be around like-minded women and those that want to serve others in their field or what they're doing. Some of my background, what led me to real estate is I was more into business development of smaller companies and helping to get their word out more in the human resource arena, recruiting. And what led me into real estate is having more children and having some flexibility. So I have 5 children. So 22 and to age 10, so there's a wide range, but I wanted to be able to have flexibility, but I'm also very business-minded, and I wanted to be able to have a business while being a mom. So that's what led me to real estate, and I get to help so many families and all of that. I get to be and meet new people. That's important to me and how I can serve them.
Right. You're really a great listener when you sit down and talk to people.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Well, Karalyn, give us a little bit of background on you.
Well, I'm the old goat of the program here. So I've been in real estate for a little over 21 years. And very similar to Tamera, I was in business development, was co-administrator of a law firm. I'm very strategic, and negotiating is one of my favorite things to do in life. You can ask my husband. We've been married for 31 years, so I think it's working.
I bet you win.
We like everybody to
not
feel like
just
they're
about
winning.
winning and losing, but it's about winning.
Yeah.
It's only about winning.
Let's be real.
I usually come out just fine. But we have 2 girls, and when they were younger, I wanted that flexibility as well. And I was raised by 2 very entrepreneurial parents. They were small business owners, and even when I would get in trouble, I was always learning something. So when I was a teenager, I was that middle child, and when I would test the boundaries, part of the punishment was always business oriented. Whether it was, doing statements or having to go work at the station or my mom's dress shop, I'd have to work off my punishment. Exactly.
Yeah. I'm gonna use that.
It was great training.
Yeah.
And so I wanted just more flexibility, and I wanted to be able, if I was going to work hard, I wanted to get the benefits of that, and I wanted my family to enjoy the benefits of that. So, I said, let's do it, and so the girls got to enjoy a little bit more time with mom, and there were some times where I'd be like, and I have to work now. Bye, gotta go.
Yeah. It's scary taking that step, like, doing something on your own, and it's like a brand new field, and you're like, oh, but I'm going to do it. I've set my mind to it. I'm going to do it.
There's a lot of risk, but there's so much reward. And I think, again, that's why the three of us work so well together, is because we understand that, and we persevere, and we want the best for our clients, and we know what it takes. So we lift each other up in that realm quite a bit.
Well, one of her lovely daughters is sitting next to me. We've got Kalyssa here. So tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah,
and growing up under this
regime,
under the regime.
So the day that I turned 19, my mom told me, you should get your real estate license, and I told her no. And that persisted for about 8 years. So I went to UNL.
She won.
Yeah. Eventually, the master negotiator, something clicked, and we changed our mind. So I went to UNL. I got a marketing degree and an international business degree. I worked in marketing. I lived in Kansas City for a while. Did all the things that were not working with my mother.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good thing for anyone that eventually works within a family business, to go out on your own and work for someone else. Like, it's probably the best thing you could have done, and getting a marketing degree is like a really good idea. So.
And then about 2 years ago, I decided it was time for a change. Again, the flexibility. I very much like to travel and like to try new things, and so 2 weeks of vacation wasn't cutting it anymore. So I decided to have 0 weeks of vacation instead, because that's a much better option.
It feels better. It just feels better.
But it's your choice, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You choose.
Yes.
Like, we choose not to go on vacation right
Yeah,
now.
someone told me the other day, they were like, well, yeah, you can go into business for yourself if you want to work, pick your own hours or whatever, as long as it's every hour of every single day, then you're fine. You're going to pick your own hours. So I was like,
when you're working.
Yes.
If you only knew.
It's 24/7.
Second I wake up.
Yeah, so now I have a much greater appreciation for all the hours I saw my mom on the phone growing up and being like, well, why are you on the phone? Why are you talking to people? And now that's what I do too. So.
Well, a realtor doesn't get a break. Like, that's, weekends are like their busiest time, and I think it's great. I see realtors like go work out on weekday mornings, and I'm like, good for them, because they're going to work every single other hour. People want immediate responses from you. So
yes,
they do.
It's great to help each other, because we give some balance in that. We do take breaks now. I mean, we really do more this summer. It's probably the most I've got to get away. It feels kind of weird to not. They're like, Tamera, we have it. Like, it's okay. Go back to Grant. Enjoy it. It was last weekend.
Awesome.
And I'm like, all right. Like, it's kind of crazy to step back, but it does feel better, because then you get to focus on your family, time that you're out doing stuff. My kid said to me the other day, how do you make money? All you do is talk and laugh on the phone all day. I'm like, it works. Talk and laugh on the phone all day. That's what I like to do.
Winning in life. I mean, you've basically created like your dream job. So
without a doubt,
talking and laughing is basically summing Tamera up. So.
Yeah. Right?
Oh my God. Okay, well, tell me a little bit more. We want to get into the business side of things. It's good to get to know you as people, but we are also professionals.
Yes.
So tell us about how you decided to form the KW Elite Group, the Integrity Group of Lincoln.
So I knew a few years ago that I couldn't do it all. And I am that control freak. I am that person. That's one of my strong suits. Or not so strong suits.
Depends on the day.
Depends on the day. And I knew there was only so much of me to go around. So I wanted to collaborate with people that could do it in their own way, because it's just like a GPS, right? There's different lanes you can be in. There's different ways to get to that final destination. And my lane may be different than somebody else's, but where are we all going to?
Right.
So,
same vision and goals.
Yeah, and without a doubt, you're going to skin your knees a few times in business, and you just have to pick yourself, fall down 7, get up 8. That's what we do. So the first few renditions of the Integrity Group Lincoln weren't quite where they needed to be, but we learned through each one of those experiences. And we still have a lot of growth to accomplish, but right now we've got our core group, and we each bring so much to the table. And Tamera and I had worked on and off on some other transactions, and we always were able to have this like family type bond when we would chat with each other, and people would be like, wait a minute, what? And we're like
we get loud, so they think,
yeah.
are you arguing? No, we're just having a conversation.
Discussing. But
Just working through it.
They almost could like be
Conversation.
considered sisters.
and I think that really is a huge benefit to all of us because we're able to have those very candid, honest conversations. What's that book? What is the name of that book?
Crucial Conversations?
No.
Well, we have those.
Anyway, we have those too. I'm going to find it. I'll have to text it to you. But yeah, basically we can call each other out on things.
Good.
But we're able to lift each other up. We just have a very good sense of community.
Yeah,
with
so we
us.
know our goals, the common goal is of serving the client, right?
Yeah.
And getting the home, the investment, the property they want, whatever that is. And then it's how do we get there and serve them the best. And we each have unique personalities in doing that.
Yeah.
And so what I love is we bounce things off each other. And sometimes we communicate different, right? So somebody may need a different communicator within the process of that.
Absolutely.
Getting the house,
Yeah,
real estate, whatever, it's different.
different
And it's
styles
like an
of
emotional process too.
Yeah.
There's a lot,
Very
and
much so.
especially on the selling side of things, it's you're almost like a counselor at certain points. I'm sure.
Yeah, we're
So-
marketers. There's a lot we're doing. We're salespeople. We're business people. We're
I liked how you
parents.
said earlier, we all have our own individual strengths, and like by bringing them together, like it's the best result for the customer, and that's everybody's goal. So,
Yeah.
I also. They just told me their tagline, so Kalyssa came up with it. So I want her to tell you the tagline for Integrity Group.
Yes. So our tagline, our goal is luxury service at every price point. We don't think that because you're buying a starter home that you deserve a lower amount of service. We think that everyone deserves to be treated like the rock star that they are, and that's what we're here to do.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And that's something we all have in common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever since I met you, that you've been saying that's the most important thing to you. So I thought that summed it up so well.
And we never want our clients to say like, oh, I'm so sorry for bugging you. No, that's what we're here for. We are in business with you. You have open line of communication with us. And that honesty is the best policy. If you're feeling frustrated, if you're feeling anxious, we have pretty good intuition.
I love when my phone rings.
But exactly. And they're,
She answers it too.
Hello!
what's going on? and I think that's one of the challenges with some other professionals. When you want to take time off, there's nobody for your backup, and so we have each other's backs in this, and we don't doubt that. And I think that's one of our biggest strengths for our clients is that they know that even if Tamera's gone, they can call either Kalyssa or myself. And again, all three ways.
Or text us.
Yeah.
She still likes to text.
See, we're all a little different.
Right.
I always say embrace your differences.
Yeah, all you millennials
you
that
ready?
only want to text your realtor need to call Kalyssa.
Just a string of emojis. All
Yeah,
decoded
right?
for you.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, Kalyssa, do you have 10 minutes to talk?
Tamera and I, she knows that she has to text me before she calls me, so I can block off the time, mentally prepare.
Everybody knows, I want to talk, I want conversation.
But it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Well, I was just
Love
thinking maybe it would be a good idea. Can you guys think of an example of a recent client that you've helped that you guys really collaborated? Something like that. And kind of putting you on the spot. We didn't talk about that earlier.
One that I think of is there's a lot of families, right? They're moving their parents out. Yeah. So this is really deep and dear to our hearts because we've done
all
this
been
with
there.
our families already, our parents. And so
Aging
I had told Karalyn that, this would be one of our specialties is where we help families while parents are adjusting or moving on from the home, right? From the home they raise their children and all those things. And we have so much compassion for people in that. And so we get to do a lot of that this year. And I think there's more than just one. There's a few. And we don't just sell their house. There's a huge process that people don't always know. Who do we set them up to maybe have an estate sale? We've used changing spaces. We've referred them to Bridge of Bear Living. Where are the parents going to go next? So what we love is we get to help other companies and refer them into our clients before we even list a house. It could be months before the house even gets listed. And people think it's just about listing, but it's not. It's about all the process, sitting with the families, who has a POA, all those things are in all of it so that then we're ready to list it, it's ready to sell, move on, and help the family and cause them less stress, right? They're already very emotional.
There's so many factors that go into that decision-making process.
And so, people, right?
Think so that's probably like one of the best things we could say today is like, if you know this is inevitably coming for your family, like maybe start that conversation today and see, you know, if they have any advice on those big questions that you're dealing with.
We would love to help.
Kind of partnering and
because that's what
being a team.
We really appreciate consulting with our clients. I mean, let's be honest. Anybody can sell real estate. It's not that difficult, especially in today's market. But we bring our value with all of the other add-ins and just taking that time to find out what are the goals, what are the time frames, and there's probably things that the families haven't even thought about because they're so overwhelmed with being where they are right now. Yep. And so we go through and they're like, we've never thought about that, and do you have somebody for this? And we love to be able to bring in others and collaborate and just make it an easier process.
Well, they can trust that those referrals are going to be a solid referral and you're a really big connector, and it sounds like both of you are too. So
and that's probably what we are. We're big connectors, and we want to help others more than just in real estate. Help our community, other businesses, like Silver Attic we referred business to. I mean, just there's so much that we can offer to connect other businesses. So we're all winning here in our community.
And sometimes it may not even result in a sale, and that's okay, because that's not the final straw. I mean, we want to make sure that we're there, and they want to think of us whenever they need anything.
And the experience, it's about the experience. It's their experience working with us. I love hearing that at the end.
Yeah, those good reviews really feel good.
Oh, yeah.
Get them on your Google My Business page.
All about it. Stop it.
Like, how did you find that?
Stop, but don't. Just stop. Keep telling me how happy you are.
I love it.
Well, that's awesome. Well, is there anything else that you want the viewers today to know that you guys...
Yeah, you were talking about YP, KW. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so I think it's really important that, yes, we are here in Lincoln, but we are also connected across the U.S. and the world. Keller Williams is a global corporation. We have franchises all over the U.S. and internationally as well. And I'm connected with the Keller Williams Young Professionals Network. It's a great group of kids. We're not kids. People under
we call them kids.
People under 40.
Still a kid.
In real estate, honestly, in real estate, sometimes under 40 is a kid. But just great people. We have met up in a couple different cities. We actually have the opportunity to go down to Austin at the end of the month for Keller Williams Mega Camp. It's going to be a virtual.
It's a hybrid this year.
It's a virtual retreat mastermind group for everyone, but Keller Williams Young Professionals are getting to go in person to mastermind, so we get to be one of the small groups that does get to be involved with that. So I love it, getting tied into other people who are second generation or third generation real estate, seeing how they deal with their parents.
Well, you can all relate. Like, that's nice to have that too. It's kind of a support group within
it's wonderful.
The organization. And it sounds like they also offer a lot of continuing education for you.
I think that's one of the things that I really appreciate with KW is the fact that it's not just about real estate. It's you as an entire person and you as a business owner. And then the last part of it is, what are you doing to give back to your community? What are you doing to being present, and what are you planning for? What's your legacy going to be? And so as I'm, getting ready to turn over everything else, I'm turning a new leaf in about 5 years.
She doesn't want to say keys.
Nope, not saying her keys
She didn't want to say keys.
Because I'm a control freak. I'm never going to be out.
It was like a stay in Belize. It's okay. We got it covered here. We're all good.
But when we go to that next chapter in our life story, what do we want to do and what do we want to leave? And I think we all have so much opportunity to do things, and it doesn't have to be big. It's all those little things that add up. And so the relationships that we've built in the past and relationships that we don't even know we're going to have in the future yet, what is that going to end up looking like? And I think we have a nice sphere of people that we love to work with, and maybe 10, 20 years down the line, we're going to have a third generation, and Integrity Group will not just be in Lincoln, will be maybe nationwide or internationally as well, just with KW. And I think that's just a great benefit, being associated with a company that's not just dollars and cents, but it's everything.
Yep. And we're at a stage
There's a
too
bigger
where
picture.
we're wanting to teach new agents, and that's something we're adding to our team is we want to mentor and help them to build a successful business.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I would not be near as successful if I didn't have wonderful women to guide me.
Aw, that's sweet.
that's what people did for us, and so
Yeah.
we want to do that for others. It's not fun to
Right.
be on your own, right?
Right.
And
No.
you learn quicker when somebody's a mentor to you.
Don't pay the dumb tax twice.
That's right.
Somebody told me that like right when I started my company, and so I just took any meeting I could get with people
Yes.
in marketing,
Yeah.
with people in anything. That
Yeah.
if they've learned something and I don't have to learn it the hard way, that's
Yeah.
the best
Yeah.
way. So, well, that's cool. I think it's a good thing to end on. We went a little longer, but I wanted you to get to know all three of these lovely ladies today. You guys are so awesome. Thank you for coming in and
thanks for
taking the
having
time to tell our viewers all about you. And we wish you the best of luck with your business and everything else. So
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Renee.
thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you next week.